We just recently learned that for 2024, if you're a FERS retiree, your pension is going to increase by 2.2%. But we also know that inflation, actual prices, have gone up by 3.2%. So today we're talking about exactly what this means for you, why there's a difference, and what you can expect moving forward. So if you're new here, welcome. So good to have you. My name is Dallin Haas. I'm a financial planner who serves federal employees to help you guys get the most out of your benefits, retire confident. Okay, so here in the last week, like I said, again, the cost of living adjustments for your FERS pension, if you're retired, is 2.2%. Okay, 2.2%. So as a very simple example, if your pension was $100 a month, it would now be $102.20. Okay, so pensions are increasing every year with cost of living adjustments, but we know that inflation, or CPIW is what they use for proxy for inflation, has actually gone up by 3.2%. Now, if you are a federal retiree and you're also on Social Security, you know that your Social Security is actually going to go up by this full 3.2%. So why is there a difference? And why is your Social Security benefit going up faster than your federal pension? Okay, let's talk about that. So for Social Security, you get a full COLA, is what they call it. When it comes to your pension, the nickname for your FERS federal pension COLA is Diet COLA. Diet, okay? Again, this is just the nickname, that's not the official name, but basically how it works is if inflation in a given year is less than 2%, if it's less than 2%, then you get the full cost of living adjustment. So if inflation is 1.5%, these two numbers would be the same. Social Security and your federal pension would go up the same amount, okay? But the moment inflation goes over 2%, then your FERS pension is going to lag to some degree, okay? So basically how it works is if inflation, this number that they have for Social Security, if that number is between 2 and 3%, if it's between 2 and 3%, then you're going to get a 2% increase, okay? So if it's 2.5, 2.7, your increase here on the FERS COLA is going to be a flat 2%, okay? However, what happens if this number here, the number for Social Security, what inflation has gone up by, what if that number is more than 3%? In an example, at least for this last year, it is more than 3%. What happens then is you take whatever inflation was, whatever CPIW increased by, and you minus 1%, okay? And you see that's exactly what happened. The total inflation number is 3.2%, and so you as federal employees, federal retirees, got an increase to your pension of 2.2, okay? So again, if inflation is less than 2, you match inflation exactly. If it's between 2 and 3, you get 2. If it's above 3, you get whatever inflation is minus 1%. So over time, especially in high inflation times, which the last few years have certainly been that, you're going to lag inflation just a little bit. And that's why it's so important to have some wiggle room in your plan. If your budget is razor thin and you're really living literally month to month in retirement, that's painful. And any little lag to this doesn't feel good at all. So that is a quick summary of cost of living adjustments. If you have more questions on that, I've got other videos that dive into how cost of living adjustments in retirement are different than pay raises while you're working, and all the fun stuff there, so definitely check those out. Now, if you have more questions about this or other federal benefit topics, whether you're TSP, FEHB, FEGLI, any of those things, there's actually a link in the description to submit those questions, and we base our future content on the questions you guys send in. So I hope that's helpful. Have an incredible rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.